Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Obviously, this is not a Wednesday words because it's not a Wednesday, but I'm pretty sure you're freaked to hear from me because it's been months. The last time I did a Wednesday words was the middle of April. So May, June, July, August, September, 5 months, 4 months, something like that. That's because I have been ridiculously busy. So, as some of you know, I started doing 18th century reenactment a little bit last year, but more seriously this year. And I was very excited to join the Pequawket Alliance, which is a French and Indian war group that portrays the New France people during the French and Indian War, so around 1755 here in New England. We are based generally out of um, the fort at number 4, which was just outside of Claremont, New Hampshire. And I am having the opportunity to go there in a couple of weeks, the 29th, 30th of September, and the 1st of October. Sorry, I had to check my calendar there. And I will be able to cook inside the fort. We will be garrisoning the fort. And of course, it is open to the public. So if you would like to learn a little bit about the French and Indian War, please come on down or up, depending on where you're coming from. It's a lot of fun and it's very exciting. It's a whole different game than the medieval thing. It's almost a cross between Ren fairs and SCA, because you're not, unlike a Ren fair, you're not setting up and displaying, like, oh, this is what it was like in the 18th century. You're living it, and people get to enjoy interacting with you in a sort of third person way. So say, well, I'm playing the wife of, or I portray the wife of a woodsman. So therefore, blah, blah. And it's so much fun. It's different. The clothes are different. It's scandalous from the point of view of somebody who's been doing medieval reenacting for the past 10 years. French and Indian, the New France women, especially the lower classes, wore calf-length dresses. My petticoats only come down to my calf. And I mean, I'm pushing it by going mid-calf. That's even lower than most people did it at the time. But I can't bring myself to go any shorter because it just feels so wrong. But there's so many cool and new things. Being in the New World, we can cook with potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, squash, corn, all these foods that are New World foods. Even though potatoes and tomatoes were still seen, they were looked at with a hearty distrust. But those who interacted more with the natives would have been more willing to eat those foods because they understood that they were edible. As the wife of a backwoodsman, I would be eating those foods, perhaps trepidatiously, but still eating them. So, as many of you know, my book, which is Cook Small, Live Large, is a van life cookbook, and it came out earlier this year. And I got to say, it's really exciting to have it out there. I have been trying to get it out to the van life community. I'm trying to get it into some local bookstores. You can currently pick it up if you wish to at Monadnock Oil and Vinegar. They have it on sale right now. And I'm trying to get it into Bass Pro and Cabela's. So we'll see how that turns out. There's all sorts of interesting things going on with that. And of course, I'm still working fairs doing the reenacting from the medieval standpoint. And in fact, in 2 weeks, I will be going to a HEMA event. HEMA stands for Historical European Martial Arts. These are people who do medieval fighting, and they do it fairly seriously. And at this point, they're trying to learn more about historical, how the people lived, not just fought. Because, of course, if you were fighting in the Middle Ages, you had to eat like somebody who was in the Middle Ages. And so I'm providing a little bit of that, and I'm actually catering the event. It looks to have about 200 people. Wee. That's a lot of people to feed, but I'm very excited about it and very happy. Next Saturday, that would be Saturday the 9th, I will be in Auburn, New Hampshire, and I will be cooking and doing 18th century cooking at the Auburn Duck Race Day, which is a huge fundraiser for the town. And there is an author's alley where you can go and talk to local authors and publishers, which is really exciting and fun. And of course, I'll be up front. I'll be doing cooking over an open fire. I'll be doing it 18th century style. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I might do chicken and dumplings. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. And there's going to be all sorts of things going on. And of course, the main event is when they take these hundreds and hundreds of little plastic yellow ducks and they dump them in the river to see who wins. It's a fundraiser. It's fun. And I have to say, if you're not there for my food, you absolutely want to come for the taco truck that goes there. I cannot express to you how delicious their tacos are. I'm not supposed to do dairy because it makes me sick, and I don't even care. I will eat one of their tacos just out of sheer desperation because it's so delicious. Let me see, what else do we have? Oh, the Clay Table. That book the writing is done, completely done. It's going to my editor this week, probably today, knock on wood. I haven't finished the bibliography yet, but I realized I can do that after it's gone out for editing. That's not a problem. So I'm hoping that will be out before the end of October. And I may have to push back my vampire novel, and I hate doing that. I'm still hoping it might come out in time, but it's rough. Things have been so busy. I'm doing 14th century, 15th century. I'm doing 18th century. I'm doing various Renaissance fairs. I'm doing historical events. And I'm doing regular stuff like the Auburn Duck Race Day. And I have a library talk coming up in October and a new Ipswich festival on the 14th of October. And I'm going to Hammond Castle on the 7th of October. And there's so much going on. I'm not going to promise regular videos until I'm through the next few weeks because it's just crazy. But it's wonderful crazy. If you have gotten a copy of Cook Small, Live Large, please, please, please go and review it on Amazon. I have no reviews yet, and I really need them. I would like to get some reviews out there that other people can look at. If you don't have a copy, please go pick one up. I'm really excited about this book. It has a lot of basic stuff, what to do in a food desert, how to cook on a single burner, really easy to understand recipes, and very different from my medieval cookbook, which of course is different from the Clay cookbook, which is also different from the 18th century cookbook. They're all different. Everything is different. What do you write, Allyson? Yes. So yeah, go out, buy a book, enjoy it. And let me know how recipes turn out. The best part of my summer this year has been people coming up to me at events and saying, oh, I got your book last year and I made this recipe and then I did this and I changed this. And I love hearing that. It makes me so excited to see what other people have done with the recipes that I have created. And so I hope that you will enjoy continuing to do that. All right, so I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to call an end to it. Please remember, next weekend on the 9th, Auburn Duck Race Day. The weekend of the 22nd through the 24th is the Iron Gate Exposition, or IGX. You can look it up online. This is a HEMA event, so medieval fighting. The 29th through the September through the 1st of October, I'll be at Fort Number 4. That is open to the public, as is Duck Race Day. And Hammond Castle on the 7th, which is also open to the public. And the new Ipswich Festival on the 14th, which I'll get you more details about after I'm finished HEMA. Yeah, so much coming up. Come visit me. I want to see you all. Anybody I haven't seen all summer, come on out. I want to see you. I want to meet you. I want to hear your stories about cooking. Come share your passions and your interests with me. All right, guys, you have yourself a great week, and hopefully, cross my fingers, I'll see you next week sometime. All right, take care, and we love you.